there.
Tonight, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, he'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
Now they go play action now. Burrow, he'll buy some time right. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of
going on the road and shocking the world. But just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Escaping the pressure right. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Rolling to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On 1st down, Wilson. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now it's Wilson. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Williams running left. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Again, it's Williams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Wilson. To the sideline, Hamler with a catch. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Joe Burrow back out there for the next Bengal possession. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. He's got room at the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They go play action with Burrow, rolling to his right. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score.